In a sudden turn today, the British government warned that a new strain of the virus is, quote, out of control. It's also been identified in Italy. Several European countries have now restricted travel to the UK. This is London's Heathrow Airport tonight as people rush to leave as tough new rules are enforced. CBS's Elizabeth Palmer is there.
With the clock ticking toward lockdown, central London's Oxford Street was mobbed on Saturday night, with crowds making the most of last chance Christmas shopping. By morning, all non-essential businesses were shut, and they'll stay that way until at least the end of the month. Just last Tuesday, Prime Minister Boris Johnson promised families would be allowed to get together over Christmas.
We don't want to, as I say, to ban Christmas, to cancel it, and I think that would be frankly inhuman.
Fast forward to Saturday and an abrupt U-turn.
It is with a very heavy heart, I must tell you, we cannot continue with Christmas as planned.
The sudden policy change focused on the south of England came as hospitals reported a surge in COVID patients infected by a new, more contagious strain of the virus. To protect the health services, the government ordered Londoners to stay home and outlawed people even visiting family and friends over the holidays. That was too much for the mobs who rushed to catch trains to reach loved ones elsewhere in the UK before the deadline fell at midnight last night. The good news is that this new strain of coronavirus, although it does spread faster, doesn't seem to make people sicker, and it does look as if the vaccine will work. But European countries are definitely nervous and have begun to ban travelers from the UK outright. Elizabeth Palmer, CBS News, London.
The best way to burn fat.
All right, Shalom. Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh. Bahai Shem, Yahweh Shai, Bahai Shem, Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Shalom to you, brothers, Christians, truth and sincerity all over the earth. And as you've seen, the news clip, how they were, how in the UK, which I don't know about the update. I don't know if the new strain has touched out here in the U.S. or not, but as you've seen out there in the UK, that a supposedly new strain of COVID has started out there, and they started banning travel over there in the UK. And as well as what they said, it was touching out there. The strain has reached Australia and over there on that side of the world. And as you see, it honestly just all part of the. It's all part of the plan, man. And I believe, from what I heard, because I have a friend out there that lives in the UK. From what I heard, that they're going on their second wave of lockdown out there as well. And best believe when the time comes that's gonna same thing that happens that's going out there, because it happens. You ever notice things always happen in other countries first, in other parts of the world? It always starts off somewhere, and then they go through lockdown, they go through a phase, and then all of a sudden it gets to America, and then America goes through the same thing. So best believe here shortly, more than likely, not saying it's 100% sure, but knowing Esau and knowing his schemes, knowing the devil, knowing him, that it's going to be, the strain's going to mutate out here too, and then it's going to start to slowly affect people. And because they do say that the supposedly the vaccine is going to be able to help, is going to also work for the new strain of the virus. So more than likely they're gonna say that it's not gonna work. They're gonna find out that it's not gonna work. They tried it on somebody that's been exposed to the new thing. They're gonna have to find something else, because they're also saying that it's spreading way faster than the other one. But she said the lady reporter said that the news reporter, she was like, you don't get more sicker than what you would do from the regular vaccine. And it's all, when you really start to think about it, start to break down the plan, it's making sense, man. It's making sense because Esau is trying to push this thing. He's trying to push this whole pandemic thing so he can get that vaccine rolling out to the Israelites, man. Because in the lesson that I did, an article that I read last week, going into it, they're looking to get the Israelites, man, the tribes. It said they were looking in the article, the title, it was going for the black and Hispanics, and then later down the line in the article you read towards in New Mexico, they're trying to get the natives, the Native Americans, and all Israelites, man. And why are they trying to do that? Why are they so focused on it now? Because they didn't care about us back then, and now to this day, they didn't care about what our our health state was in. But now all of a sudden they care. Why? Because that vaccine got something in it, man, and they're trying to get rid of you. And don't forget that Esau is trying to lower the population. And what is a good way to lower the population is by making the pandemic a virus and then pushing that vaccine. Because people are going to want to get it to be for things to go back to normal, how society was before all this stuff was going on, man. And what a difference the day makes, man. What a difference the day makes. You can just remember back months at the beginning of this year when there was no type of anything, no problems, nothing going on, really. And then next thing you know, bam, virus got spotted, boom, 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 and then bam, now look at it. Now look what it's come. You gotta wear a mask everywhere. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. You got people standing 6 feet, like that's really gonna stop a virus. Washing hands and doing these things, man. Look how fast that happened, man. It's been going on this whole year. Now we're getting to the end of this year, and best believe it's gonna be worse. If you think this year is bad, wait till next year. What you see we got planned in a couple months, man. So wait till you see what's gonna happen in a couple months. Because as you see, America is crumbling, and time is running out for this place, man. It's not gonna be no healing for this place. It's not gonna get no better. It's gonna get the vaccine. Everybody gonna get it, and America go back to normal. Everybody can go back to being wicked, partying every night, going out to bars, getting drunk, doing all these things with no mask and not have to worry about with no care in the world, nothing. It's not coming back to that state, man. America, even if this whole thing clears and everything so-called was, it's not going to be normal how it was before this thing was. Whatever normal means in this place, it's not going to go back to that where it's going to be always that sense of fear that the people is going to have, man. All that partying spirit, that all that stuff is slowly being decreased, man. Like, America is not going to be the America that you once knew. And these people can't concept that. I mean, they can't think of that. They can't fathom that America is not going to go back to the old good America, supposedly old good quotation mark place that it was, man. Where they can just do everything and whatever they want, party as much as they want, do all this other stuff as much as they want. And they don't understand their rights is being slowly taken away from them. Here it is, they're going to go for a second, and best believe it's going to happen in America, man. It's going to be a second lockdown. You're going to be in the house. They're going to close down businesses and stuff like that. And that stuff is coming, man. It's like they did the first time, and I'm pretty sure this one might be a little bit more severe. They might be a little more strict at it. You understand that this place is running out, man. It's almost time, man. It's almost time for us to get up out of here. And America is winding down, man. Second Esdras 15 and verse 11. But I will bring them. Actually, I'll start at 10. Second Esdras 15 and verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. That's what's going on now. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. And what's going on right now? The punishment and plagues is being poured out in this place. And then that's not nothing yet. Wait till you really see what the Most High has in store for this place, man. It says that they that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. For there should be a sedition among men, and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And that's the point that I wanted right there. A man shall desire to enter a city and shall not be able. Because you've seen during that video that before so-called Christmas came around, he was saying that you guys should be able to go to your home. That would be an inhumane thing to do for you not to be able to do this, to go see your family, all these other things, and so on and so forth. But then he strongly advised, even though we know it's passed already, but he advised that you guys should not do it. And then they were somehow the beginning of the news thing. They was talking about how the UK is going to stop man travel and doing these things, and everybody was rushing to get to a certain part of the town and part of the city to get to their family so they could be in for the time being. And you've seen how dead the streets was in the video, in the news clip. How there's nobody walking around the streets. There's barely any cars going around there, man. And it's going to come to a point in time where America is going to be the same thing that it did the first time. You travel, you're not going to be able to travel. You're not going to be going to state to state. You're not going to be able to do your fleshly pleasures no more, man. That these people do. These people are getting worried, man. Not going to be able to go to Miami, go down to Miami, go party for the weekend, and come back, and everything's all good, man. Shit, the lockdown might be more severe than the first. You might not even be able to go to the grocery store or something, man. They might close down stores, shut down all this stuff, man. You understand? America is going down the drain. It's circling the drain, man. Little by little, everything that's happening, and the main thing that's been driving this whole thing is this COVID thing, man. And the elites, what they say, they never let a good crisis go to waste, man. And they using every last bit of this, man. And they gonna keep it going. Who knows? Who knows how this thing is going to play out, man? But let's get this. I might want to start at. I'm going to start at 1. Habakkuk 1. No, not 1. 2 and verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he run that readeth it. It says, for the vision isn't yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry. So the vision is what? Well, what is it for the appointed time? It's going to happen at a certain point in time, man. Not a second later, not a second before, man. Right at time, these plagues, these prophecies, this destruction, all this stuff is going to come. And Jacob's trouble, martial law, all these things, famines, pestilence, disease, all this stuff is for an appointed time, man. The Lord returning, all this stuff is going to happen, man. But even though it might seem like it's taking a long time, even though it might tarry, what do we say to do? What does it say to do? What did the Lord say to do? Wait for it, man. You gotta wait for it. And it's slowly starting to see it, man. I think I do really wait is to see what's going on with these other countries, to seeing how these World War III is going to start, man. Because we know that's coming, but we got to see how it's going to play out, man. How is America going to start implementing this chip thing? Because those things are going to happen, man. The mark of the beast, by the way. You're not a chip, but a spiritual arc. Yeah, you going off. So you see, everything is starting to unveil itself very, very slowly, man. And these people still think in their minds that nothing right now, beside being in the middle of a pandemic, after this stuff, they think America's going to go cruising blue over the ocean, man. He's about to, smooth sailing now. Back to what we was doing. Back to chasing their dreams. Back to the plans. These people not planning for America to fall. And that's that spirit, that's that vibration that's over America right now, man. These people think that this place is it's never been touched. Anything. And they think it's that pride, that American pride that's over these people, man. This place is the best, biggest, best place on the earth. Nothing's ever going to happen. Once this pandemic thing's over, we getting back to, people say we're chasing the bag, we're doing this, we're doing that. These people got plans, man. But they don't understand that it's not going to happen. These people don't want to think that for 1 second, that they good old America is getting ready to go down, man. They don't want to think that. But it's true, and it's going to happen, all right? So, brothers, stay safe out there, man. And I'll catch you guys in another lesson. Give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brothers, pushing this truth and sincerity all over the earth. Another shalom to you, hopeful elect out there. And I'll catch you guys in another lesson. Lord willing.